You know the drill. You buy the ticket, you take the ride. And hey, what the hell happened there? That was funny. I wasn't there, but now I'm here. Again, hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're back and it's another Saturday morning, and it's my lovely voice and face for you all. All through my travels here in the last, I don't know, like 5 months now, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much 5 months. Okay. Thanks, Nick. Nick's back here with all my information. He's got my a big statistic board he holds up for me. So I'm like, because I can't remember shit if anybody knows me. Anyway, I ran into great people on western side of PA, like just awesome times. When I went to see Coffee with Lions open up for the queers, week before or whatever, or day before actually, I met a guy I've been talking to on the computer stuff. And he's a photographer down in that area, and he takes pictures for literally like every fucking band I see down there, like all constantly. He's always getting these photo credits and stuff. And I mean, he takes awesome shots. And I come to find out he's only like 20 years old, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who even gets into shows these days that age? But we're gonna find out. You bring him in, AJ.
Hey.
What's happening, man?
Oh, nothing.
I didn't want to say your last name. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was afraid to butcher your last name.
Oh, you're good, and it's just Rios.
I thought it was, but I'm like, man, if I say it wrong, I'm gonna feel like a dick.
Like the Rio Grande, but except you just add an S.
Rios. Okay, all right. Like there's multiple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we were just talking. You were at the Teenage Bottle Rocket show and Chump show last night.
Oh yeah.
How'd that go?
It was a great turnout. I gotta say, meeting new faces, old faces, running into people that I know that know me, but yet I don't know them.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mainly came out for Chumps because they were nice enough to get me a free ticket because all the work I've done for them for over the years.
That's good. How long have you been doing this, man?
So I've been doing photography since high school.
Okay.
I would say maybe my sophomore or junior year, and it's pretty much as soon as I learned about the 717 scene, I've developed more of a passion for it because none of these bands were getting their name out there necessarily, with like any good photos.
Right. Absolutely.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, man. I mean, usually it's just, cell phone shots or like, somebody's rocking on Snapchat or something and shit's bouncing all over. You don't really ever get good shots like that.
Yeah, it's just usually like a big blur most of the time.
And dude, you make these guys. I mean, you fucking take great shots, and you're good with people, man. Like
hell yeah.
I've just watched you. That night we were at the HMAC there. I walked out, and you're like over there talking to Joe Queer in his van, and then like you and the other guy, he like went and got him a pot of coffee or whatever, and you're just like,
yeah, me and Mr. Mitch Rife, call him Uncle Mitch. He's like a great uncle figure. He's the basis of Old Tigers, and
okay, I think John told me that.
Yeah. Yeah, he literally lived down the street, so just wasn't a problem for him.
Yeah, Abe from the Filthy Lowdown, they played with the Queers a couple of times, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I've had to run errands for Joe a couple of times." He's like, "One time I had to like pick up a guitar or something for him, and we were joking around, and I'm like, yeah, a guitar. I'm like a guitar case full of like 10 kilos or something." And we were just laughing because I'm like, "What would it have been like that? Like that'd have been wild, huh?" I doubt it, but like, yeah, you just never know what you're getting into with anything. Like just making a pot of coffee at midnight for Joe Queer on the street, like,
yeah, I was just sitting down, just fixing my camera, and then here he is out of nowhere yelling, be like, "Hey, I know you."
Yeah, he's a nice guy, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of a kind.
So do you when you're going into these places, does like the venue know like necessarily that you're going to be doing what you're doing? Does everybody just kind of know you who like at this point, like this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so at this point, I'm pretty well known, and I'm not trying to brag at
No,
all.
no, dude, like I said, I wasn't like, you know what I mean? Just the weird thing of people knowing you when they don't, like, I've run into it now, and I'm just like, it is weird, you know what I mean? Like, okay, but it's cool.
Oh, yeah, so pretty much like all venue owners around the area, Maryland, and a little just all over, they know
Mhm.
me for my work, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, it's that AJ guy."
yeah. Now, is this do you do this for a living, or do you like, is this just your hobby?
It's just a side hobby.
Yeah?
I mean, I might make tips off it sometimes,
Mhm.
for gas, because I mean, sometimes I need gas money.
I get yeah, for sure. Hell, I need gas money sometimes, man.
But yeah, pretty much, usually, recently with the whole Skid Row shutdown, I've been donating majority of my tips to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then, like, keeping a couple bucks for gas.
Well, yeah, yeah, obviously, you gotta cover yourself. Yeah, if you can't get there, you can't take the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a great, like, I don't know, you could probably keep yourself pretty busy running around then too. Like, you don't
Oh,
miss
yeah.
many shows.
Oh, yeah, I'm 20 years old, and I get in the 21 plus shows just because of my work.
And as you should, man. Like, you're probably the only photographer I know of that take especially, like, around here that takes or even in PA that really takes photos of punk bands all the time. My friend Caprice does, but she takes you're strictly, like, with basically the bands, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Yep. They
yeah.
usually hit they usually hit me up, and I'll be like, "I'll be there."
Yeah, and that's, like, the same with me doing T-shirts, like, it's just been strictly my it was funny because my dad, before I started, he's like, "You'll never make money off those damn bands," and I said, "Okay," and, like, I have yet to do anything but bands, so,
Yeah,
like, yeah,
you know
that is
nothing till you see the truth yourself.
right, yeah. My dad's just like, yeah, he's like he's old school, man, so it's just like, whatever, but it was just funny. But,
Yeah.
so what do you got coming up soon? Anything, like, big?
Um, Nothing really other than this Friday,
Yeah.
the gig that you're hosting, didn't you
Yeah,
say?
yeah, well, kinda, like, I kinda put it together, like, I hooked those guys up for sure. Um, uh, is that me ringing or you ringing?
Oh, that's just me, I
Oh,
apologize.
no, you're fine, dude. No, no, we were just like we're like, "Is that us?" Like,
Oh, that's just the house phone.
yeah, no, all good. Man, they still have those things. Holy shit.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
still living in that age.
yeah, what do you do for a living then, man?
So, right now, I'm a carpenter apprentice at, Kinsley Construction.
Oh, yeah?
So, I'm just trying to learn the ropes, trying to get my get my own house started when I move
Yeah.
out.
Do you, now, like, was photography something you'd wanna do for a living, or is just, like, just a hobby thing?
It's honestly just a hobby thing, but I
Yeah,
mean, if I ever get an opportunity, I would definitely take it.
yeah,
Whenever the opportunity strikes, I'll
yeah.
take advantage of that.
Well, like, for photographers out there, what kinda gear do you use actually?
I use a lot of Canon.
Okay.
Canon's my go-to. Not really a big fan on Nikon or like any of the other camera brands.
Mhm.
I I recently bought well, I wish I had it with me. I recently bought a couple brand new lenses, 25 to 75 mm and 100 to 400 mm.
So that yeah, that'll get you
Really
some
really long distant lenses.
yeah, so long distance, huh? Are
Great
they
zoom, great lighting.
DSLR or mirrorless?
um Mirrorless.
Mirrorless?
I'm not really big in the DSLRs anymore.
Yeah.
I just consider those like, the family memory camera.
Yeah, like, I know moderately some things, obviously, like, I knew the brand you were speaking of and, like, this stuff, but, like, yeah, as far as, like, I don't know, man, like, it's an artwork in itself, like,
Oh,
literally.
yeah.
Yeah. Just
So go on. I'm sorry.
I was just stuttering over myself, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I do have a couple big gigs coming up. Well, the Circle Jerk show coming in December at Baltimore Soundstage.
Oh, they're coming to Baltimore too?
Heck yeah, they're touring. They're
Yeah,
doing
well,
like they're doing one big tour, and then like they're gonna do another tour with 7 Seconds.
I got invited well, I'm going to see them in Buffalo, my friends from the working class stiffs that played out at camp,
Okay.
but they camped beside where we were at, and we hung out together all weekend. But their bassist Joe was like tagging me in all these posts saying I should drive up there that way for a weekend. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come up.
Yeah, it's sounds like it would definitely be worth it.
Oh, dude, the Circle Jerks alone, I saw them in Vegas there a couple weeks ago, and it just even seeing Greg Hetson on stage again was cool for me just because I love Bad Religion, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
and it's been years since I've seen him. I think he left there in 2013 or something like that. So that was the last time I've really
Did you see
'cause
him
it
at Punk Rock Bowling?
yeah, they did, I saw him at the Circle Jerks, but he played in punk rock karaoke that Sunday night or whatever, like, as it was ending, but I had tickets to see the, Slackers and Save Ferris at this pool party, and I was just like it was on top of our hotel, so it was just made sense. It was, like, a good way to wind down.
Oh, that's awesome right there.
Yeah, dude, like, you if you ever get a chance, do it, like, it's a lot of money, but do it, like,
You
it's
only
well
live
worth it.
once.
Yeah, like, every concert you've ever been to, this is, like, the catered way, you know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know, it's just everything's so nice in walking distance, everything's just but everything's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, do you do, like, no matter what, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, do you go every night, or do you, like, just as much as you can, or
I do as much as I can, mainly
yeah.
weekends and Fridays. Those are my best days.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Because I have off the weekends and, weekdays are just kind of a pain when it comes to construction.
Yeah. Now, if, like, you ever got offered to do, like, other types of photography, would you do it?
I would love to. I
Yeah.
mean, my one buddy, his name's Mike Sheldon. He was talking to me about doing models.
Oh, yeah?
Since a lot of people have like a lot of self confidence now these days. If that makes sense.
It does not, because I that did not go in my direction, anyway, but I lack a lot of that, so
I'm with you there.
yeah. But that's cool that everybody has that. I wasn't aware of it. That's neat, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you're just, like is it, like, for clothes, the models, or just, like, the models themselves, or
Or just like really like any type of modeling just in general.
yeah,
Like
okay.
even like I don't even know. He just said like get some people that just want to pose and just
Like Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Yeah.
If you're 140 like me and still, like, so I don't even know if they do that anymore. I don't even know if there is that even a thing anymore? Is Sports Illustrated still a thing? Yeah.
I don't even know.
See, yeah, yeah, you're like, hell, I remember when you got the free football phone, man. So, you'll be there Friday night. This will be past tense now. The gig will already be over because this episode won't air till, like, not this weekend, but the next weekend. So we're all
Okay.
past tense, but, I'm excited for this show coming Friday. Like, it's cool, that these guys got together. These are literally, like, 2 of my favorite bands that have come on the show. Like, I heard the
Hell
Filthy
yeah.
Lowdown, and I made Abe, like, at first send me a hat and a CD, like, I sent him money, and I'm like, "Listen, man, you gotta get this shit to me now, like, I need it." Like, it was that
Yeah.
good. Yeah, and then, I ended up meeting him over in they played at McGarvey's in Altoona, which is pretty much the most local, club we have, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot going on around these parts.
Uh,
So yeah, but Rich McGarvey, he's cool enough, like, I mean, I've seen a bunch like, a lot of the bands I go see, they play there, and then, like, he gets good, acts in, like, Sloppy Seconds I saw this year, I saw Reverend Horton Heat there this year, like, there's some good ones in there, but, I
DIY
met
till I die.
yeah, that's right, man, and then, like, I saw Filthy Lowdown over there, man, and met those guys, and I don't know, we just kinda clicked and got along, and I was just like, "This is" and then they played, and I was like, "Fucking A, man, like, this is the real deal."
Oh yeah.
So, and then I met those guys, John, everybody from Coffee with the Lions on here, because he got a hold of me somehow too, which is like, I'm like, who the hell is this guy at first? I'm like, gee, you know what I mean? Like, where is he coming from? Because I didn't even, like I said, I didn't know anything was down, like, you guys, I didn't know that scene existed. And, like,
Really?
not at all, man. Like, not at all. I, a lot, like, the whole more local thing, like, really just it happened because of this show more or less, and, like, I don't know, I used to just, go to, like, Punk and Drublics and shit like that, you know what I mean? Bigger concerts, like, and, like,
Yeah.
now I found this year that I had more fun being at the local shows than I did the bigger shows, and I was
Oh yeah.
100%, dude.
Yeah, there's usually just a lot less going on and, just you can
And
really enjoy yourself.
right, and I mean, you're there with the bands, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just I like intertwining with all those people rather than, like, they're in their dressing room, blah, 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 like, I don't like that's why I like punk rock because like, nobody ever had the whole rock star moniker to them, you know what I mean? It was just
Oh, yeah.
hell, when we saw Face to Face in, Riot Fest 2018, like, they played an acoustic show afterwards, and, like, they
Okay.
just I bet you there was, 70 people in that place, and they just mingled around the crowd the whole time before they played. It was just it's nice, like I just you know what I mean? I'm nobody's Sting or anything like that. If Sting's still alive, I don't know. Not the wrestler, but the musician.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The wrestler's way cooler too.
I'm not really a wrestling guy, so
No
I'll be honest.
well, I'll be honest too, I don't really care either, but, like, especially for the last 20 years, but if we go to, like, old school '80s stuff, yeah, I'll talk my game. I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, if you, like let's say I'm gonna put you in a scenario. So, like, if you get offered this one band, just like, "Yo, you're our photographer, we're gonna pay you, and you just gotta go on tour, you gotta whatever." Like, are you a single guy, or you were able to just pick up and go if that was to happen? Would you do it?
I would definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nobody holding me back, got no partner, friends or well, I mean, I do have friends, but you know.
Yeah. I like to think I'm one of your friends, you know?
Oh, yeah, you are,
Yeah.
you are. Well, I mean, just like, nobody holding me back or big responsibilities to take care of like a pet or a kid, pretty
Right.
much.
No, dude, I'm in the same boat. Yeah, that's why I consider myself a little lucky at this age because, in a sense, like it's a double edged sword. Like I'm alone, I'm alone a lot. You know what I mean? Obviously, because everybody's family and blah blah blah. But at the same time, like I am able to just pick up and because they're like everybody's like, how the hell do you like? I'm like, it's just me. Like it's easy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now you, when I first met you, where were we? Camp Pennsylvania.
We were Camps
Yeah.
Pennsylvania,
How
and
much? How much fun did you have that day?
oh, it was marvelous. I was only there for the last day. It was great. Like
Yeah.
a lot of brand new bands that I didn't even know existed, familiar faces here and there. It's like,
It,
wow, our scene's really big
yeah.
and
Like
and
the whole
beyond.
yeah, that's what I mean, and I like the fact that, like, now that you like, I don't know, the scenes are intertwining, like Western and Eastern PA, like, I know the Snips coming down to the West York Inn to play in January,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then, who's the other one there? I think they were trying to set up another show, I think, with John and those guys too, so they would probably be coming down twice, which those guys are great, man, like,
Oh, yeah.
they'll actually be on well, it'd be last weekend now if you're watching this, but this weekend coming, but yeah. But, and I know, Abe and those guys wanna go back down, and I was trying to and John and them wanna come up to Pittsburgh. It's like, it's a good, like, I don't know, it's fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. So what's it like in Pittsburgh? Can you
Um,
tell me about your scene?
yeah, I'm actually 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. So
Oh, oh.
so I'm like dead center PA. So, like, anywhere I go is 2.5, 3 hours.
Gotcha.
But it's okay thing because, like, I lived in Pittsburgh for, like, 6 years back
Okay.
in I think I moved home in 2010, so I've been home, like, 10 years now, but, when I lived out there, it's easy to go back there because 'cause I'm familiar with everything. And a lot of the venues are well, pre-COVID, we're still there, and, like, if they're not there, they're, like, just something else, but they're a venue still.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I will say when I lived there, man, there was not a scene like this. Like, the first band I had on here was a City Escape artist, and, they're from Pittsburgh, and, like, it just snowballed from there, like, it was just, like, one great band after another great band, and I'm just like, "Wow," and then, like, it was, when I after I met Filthy Lowdown, I was just like, "Alright, I made my first shirts, and I took them to him." And, it was, like, in beginning of July, and, like, I met the Steel City Destroyers who they put on shows. Okay, they're a group they're a drinking club that,
Yeah.
they just put on shows, that's what they do, yada, yada. I met all those people, they're so welcoming and whatnot, and I was just like, "Man, like, this is where I belong because like, you know what I mean? Like back here, there's just like I said, not a lot going on. So it was nothing for the rest of the year just to jump in my car and drive 2 hours. And like just even with you guys, after Pennsylvania, like just was like I think 2 hours and 5 minutes to get to Harrisburg. So it's like not a huge deal, you know.
Yeah. But it was worth it.
Oh yeah. Now you guys had like a pretty long trip like from camp to your place or wasn't it?
Yeah, we so we drove from York down to Maryland and then back to PA, which was weird. I didn't know how
Yeah.
that worked out.
No, that's still odd to me. I don't know, yeah.
Yeah,
Did
but I mean, we
did you
got
have
there.
something get in your tire or something like that?
Oh, it was just a piece of plastic that I was driving by. Something just caught in my tire. Me and John had to pull over. It's like, oh, I didn't even know what it was, but I mean, the car was fine. It was
Yeah, he just
perfect
is
condition.
he's like, "Alls I could think was, man, I'm 2 hours from home, and I'm gonna have to wait 2 hours for somebody to get me, then drive 2 hours back." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, John, that's exactly what it would take."
Oh yeah, John, he's a great guy,
Dude,
enthusiastic.
dude, I'm so glad I ran into all you guys really, like, even think, I don't necessarily talk to MC as much, but that dude seems like he's busier than fuck, like, all the
Oh yeah,
time. Yeah, and which is awesome. Like, that's what he does is awesome, dude. Like, to be in a band, put on shows, and just like I just watch him constantly uploading videos that he's made. You know what I mean? YouTube videos and like doing that for these bands. You guys are great. Like seriously, to have something like that to back these bands up and shit and get them out there, like it's awesome, dude.
yeah. I try to help out when I can. You know, MC. I'm kind of his right hand man in a way. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna put a label on myself, but
no, you're like the Swiss Army knife, man. You do whatever's needed. You know what I mean? That's what I
yeah,
call myself at work at the kitchen. I'm just like, whatever, this whatever. One day I'm a janitor, one day I'm a cook, one day I'm whatever. It just doesn't matter. I can do it.
hell yeah,
But
that's the way to go.
yeah, dude. Now, is there anywhere like we're gonna promote yourself here before we shut this down? Is there anywhere like special we can like your pictures are specifically uploaded to?
So normally I usually let the bands upload them, but
Okay.
now I'm actually going to start posting now since I have more availability because I was a busy kid in high school
Yeah, no, that's good, man.
and for a couple years. But
Yeah,
but
you should get your work out there. Like,
hell yeah.
I
So
just use an Instagram for my. Sorry to interrupt you, dude. I'm sorry.
no, you're
Uh,
good.
I just use an Instagram because like doing this and then like a normal Facebook account, like I hate Facebook, dude. I hate it so bad. But like this and then the normal Facebook and then trying to like I just didn't even make one for my like my shirts and shit. So I just made an Instagram because the pictures are a little nicer on there. And like I just take them there, post them there, and whatever. So but it's cool to like at least you have a reference point too. You know what I mean? You could be like, here's my shit, go and check it out. If somebody's ever
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So my Instagram where I'm about to post my photos, pretty much a spiked underscore up underscore fiend, spiked up fiend.
Yeah, and this is your real account. This isn't one that's been hacked or taken over or anything like that.
Oh, did you see that post?
I saw a couple of them, dude. Actually, it happened to my mom yesterday on Facebook. A bot got a hold of my mom, and I got a message from her. It was like, "Hello, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah, I had two fake accounts made of me. I guess I have a fan base.
there you go, man."
But one's deleted and one's probably still up, but who knows.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye out for your work, and I will most. I'll see you Friday, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
See.
well, dude, I appreciate you coming on and everything. Like I said, I just felt like people needed to know, put a face to who you were.
Oh, thanks, man. It's a pleasure being on here.
Yeah, it's just yeah, dude. Like I said, you're a good dude. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's kick ass. And like I said, you guys, the way you guys support each other, like it's fucking, that's punk rock, man.
Hell yeah. Punks
Yeah,
help punks.
fuck yeah, man. I'll see you Friday. We'll talk to you soon.
Hell yeah, man. It's great seeing you, Jimmy.
You too, man. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
See you, buddy. And that was AJ Rios from York, Harrisburg area. Again, check out his shit on Instagram. I mean, you can see it all over Facebook too if you follow any of those bands. The guy is he's everywhere. He takes awesome pictures, and as you could see, he's a solid dude. So until next time, buy the ticket, take the ride. We're out.